Hello, Denson Taylor here. I want to welcome you to this compensation plan training. What I'm going to do today is this. Okay, if you're serious about building a strong six-figure residual income, I want you to really take notes as we go through here, and I want you to understand something before I get started with this. Every 7 to 10 years, a company will come along and take advantage of a trend. I was with one of those companies once, and it created quite a few millionaires. Every time this happens, those companies create millionaires. Well, you talk about being in the right place at the right time. The industry to be involved in right now is health and wellness because the baby boomer generation is starting to retire. The number one thing that's most important is health, is being around, okay, being healthy. And you think about it, people are concerned about the water that they drink to the point that we're spending billions and billions and billions of dollars a year on bottled water, no health benefit whatsoever. Think about it, folks. We've got a product with this company that is very affordable. You add it to water, costs less than the price of a bottle of water, but it adds a real health benefit. I mean, it's unbelievable what we have, where we are in the midst of it all. And if you haven't read this book, you need to definitely do it. It's called The Next Millionaires. You'll be amazed at what you find there. So what I want to do here today is this. I want to very quickly just make you understand how powerful this compensation plan is. Very simple, very powerful, and you'll understand how we've been able to build a good, strong six-figure income and how you can too. But there are certainly no limits to what you can make here. Now, you can get paid 8 different ways with our comp plan. Direct sales is very simple. You purchase wholesale, you sell it retail. You can profit up to 100% per sale. And in order for you to qualify here, you just need to be an active distributor. You remain active in our company with a minimum of a $25 monthly order. Most companies won't allow you to stay active with that little bit of an order, but with our company, a minimum of a $25 monthly order. Now, I'm going to show you why you'll want to do as much as 150 in your monthly order, which 25 won't give you the products that you need as well, but it will keep you active. Now, fast start bonuses work this way. You'll see them referred to as cashback bonuses as well, but fast start bonuses work this way. You can earn anywhere from 25 up to $250 for each package that you personally sell. If you sell somebody a $199 pack, which gives you enough products for two people for 1 month, we refer to that as a user pack. Every time you sell one of those, you'll make $25 up front. The $499 pack is our national manager pack. This gives you enough products for you to sample with pretty much everybody you know. It gives you enough for you and your family as well. Every time you sell one of those, you'll make $50. And then, of course, at $2,499 pack is kind of a merchandiser's pack. This gives you 5 of those $499 packs, one for you to work out of and one for you to place with other business partners as you get them involved. Why would you want to do that? Well, if you sample me and let's say that I'm ready to get started, I'm excited. If I want to start at that $499 pack, you have to ask yourself, when would you want me getting that product out to other people and growing my business? Do you want me to start right now when I'm most excited, or would you rather me wait 3 or 4 days until I get my product? You want me to start right now. Well, every time you sell one of those, $250 up front in that fast start bonus. Now, dual team commissions. This is the third way that we get paid. And I tell you what, this is the heart of our compensation plan. This part of the plan is referred to as a binary. And I tell you what, some binaries with companies are so complicated that you really can't understand it. And I'll suggest to you that you want to stay away from those binaries because they typically will put gotchas in there, and if you don't fully understand it, I've been involved with companies like that. You won't maximize the compensation plan, but this one is very simple and straightforward. It works on pay cycles. A pay cycle is when the computer sees anywhere to infinity 160 in paid volume in your pay leg, and your pay leg is just simply your lesser leg. You can earn 15% to infinity. Now, 15% of that 160 is 24 per cycle. Our company will allow you to cycle up to 625 times per week, giving you an earning potential of up to 15,000 per week. Now, this is the breakdown of the paid volume on packages. The 199 is 160 in paid volume. You know what's significant about that? One of those on each side of your business kicks out a cycle. So, the reason that we refer to it as pay leg or lesser leg is because the two legs of your business, okay, you're going to start with a person on the left and a person on the right. The two legs of your business are not going to grow at the same rate. So one leg is going to end up outgrowing the other. One leg is going to anchor, and then of course you'll be driving that other leg. Well, every 199 that hits that lesser leg is 160 in paid volume. It kicks out a cycle. You know what? That's simple. Think about it. If 10 people hit today, then you cycled 10 times. If 100 people hit this month, then you cycled 100 times. So 199 is a cycle. It's 160 in paid volume. Every time one of those 499 packages sell anywhere in your organization to infinity on that pay leg is 400 in paid volume. So it gives you multiple cycles. The 24.99 is 2,000 in paid volume, and any leftover volume carries over to the following week. This is very, very significant because some companies will flush your volume, but with our company, even if you're not doing a lot, if you'll just do an order of a minimum of 25 a month, you'll keep that volume in place. But again, I'm gonna show you why here in just a minute. You definitely want to do $100 a month. Quickest way to offset your costs. You'll get your minimum amount of products that you need on a monthly basis. You definitely want to do 100 a month. But again, any leftover volume carries over to the following week. It does not flush. So let me show you how this works. Okay, this is you, and again, you're going to build a left team and a right team, and you just started with 2 people. Now, I'm going to give you a real simple 12-step scenario, and we'll take it month by month. Okay, let's say that the first month all you did was referred your 2 people. You're in at 199, they're in at 199. Now, let's say the next month we're going to help them to do the same thing. Each one of them referred to. That's all that they did their first month. It puts 4 new people in your business. Now, I want you to look at what happens 3rd month, 4th month, 5th month, 6th month. I want you to look at what happens through 12 months. Just look at that number. Now, what you do is you total all of the numbers that you see here, and it's going to give you over 8,000 distributors. So all that means is you've got 4,000 on each side. Now, think about this. If each one of them started at that 199 package, now we're not even talking 499, 24.99. Many people upgrade to those packages to get more product and to get the national manager upgrade, but I'm just talking 199. So let's say that what you see here, everybody just got started at 199. So all that means is we created 4,000 cycles. Each one of those cycles pays you what? $24. So you've created 96,000 in upfront income. Now I've got 96,000 cash. The company sends out checks, but you can easily convert that to cash. Okay, so that's 96,000 in upfront cash. But this is what's so powerful about our binary, about this compensation plan. It is a very fast residual builder because every time somebody gets involved at 199 and creates a cycle for you, just understand that that gives them a minimum amount of products, enough products for 2 people for 1 month. So guess what? Next month, they're going to need a minimum of $100 in product. I'll give you a for instance. Okay, if you want to keep your water, alkaline, and you want to keep your body in balance, you're going to need to use a minimum of 2 sachets a day. It's going to cost you $1.60 a day, which works out to about $50 a month. So if it's you and another person, that's a minimum of $100. The Focus Up product, $50 a month. The Cardiozyme product, $50 a month. So the bottom line is this: $100 makes sense. Okay, well, $100 a month is going to qualify you as well for 80% of the commissions here. So that $199, those people are going to go on a $100 auto ship, and guess what? When they come back that next month at $100 in their monthly order, believe it or not, it creates a $48,000 a month residual income. Now, I want you to understand, it might be month 1, month 2, it may be this after 12 12 months. It might be week one, week two. I get people all the time that come in and they'll focus on doing this per week. And that's what I want you to understand. The company does not care how quick or how slow you choose to do this. If this is a 12-day process for you and you get that infrastructure in place, they'll pay you 96,000 up front and they'll start paying you 48,000 a month next month. So, again, it doesn't matter how fast or how slow you want to do this. As soon as you get it done, or as you get it done, you're going to be paid accordingly along the way. So again, this is very simple, but it's very, very powerful. And nobody in this equation recruited more than two people. That's the beauty of it. And you know what? Everybody knows two people that drink water. That's what's so powerful and it's so exciting about what we have here. Now, the executive match is a match that it works off of what I just showed you. Okay, it's a 25% match. It's paid on personally sponsored members. There are no limits to the number of people that you can match. It does match up to that entire 15,000 per week as well. And you must be a national marketing rep in order to qualify. Now, what does that mean? That means that, and this is why you want to be qualified at $100 in your monthly order. You must be qualified at $100 and you must have four personally sponsored at 100. So guess what? If you know two people that drink water, you know four people that drink water as well. So if you're doing 100, you've got four other people that are doing 100. You qualify to match their incomes. I don't care how many cycles or how few cycles they ever get, you'll be paid 25% for the life of their career. So all that means is this, okay? Let's say that this week somebody got a check for 500 from team commissions. You'll see an amount on your check for 125. Let's say that another person got a check for 5,000 from team commissions. You'll see an amount on your check for 1250. Let's say that somebody's maxing out this compensation plan. They're making 15,000 a week. Your 25% is 3750 a week. They're making 60,000 a month. That pays you 15,000 per month. So I will tell you this. I've never seen a company that will allow you to do this little amount of work, and no matter what happens in the future, continue to pay you. But you know what? All that tells you is that, you definitely, if you'll just go out and get it started, you get paid for what you start. You don't get paid for necessarily what you do. So, of course, we've got the systems in place, as you know. If you'll just follow the components, work the components of that system, and teach other people to do the same thing, at some point your business will take a life of its own. Now, we also have a generational match. Now, I want you to understand that there is a big difference between generations and levels. But the way that this works is it's a 10% matching bonus. You qualify when you become a national manager, and the start of a new generation is another national manager, and a generation could be hundreds or even thousands of individuals. Now, let me explain to you what I mean here. First off, to become a national manager, you've got two legs of business, one left, one right. You have to have 2,500 in qualifying volume in each leg of your business or in your lesser leg. Well, when you become a national manager, you pick up two generations of that 10%, and this is the way that it works. Let's say that you sponsored 5 people, and even though it shows differently in this diagram, in the binary, it'll be one left, one right, and the other people have to go below. But let's just, for sake of example, let's illustrate it this way. You've got 5 people here, none of which are national managers. You're going to qualify to match their incomes by 10%. Let's say that they sponsored people that are not national managers. You match their incomes by 10%, and anybody else that these people sponsor. Now, you notice that the bold, the larger figures that are in bold, they are national managers. Okay, so again, you match those people as well, and you match up to the entire $15,000 per week. Well, this is what's so powerful about it. When these people become nationals, not only do you continue to match their incomes by 10%, but their entire organization falls to the second generation. What does that mean? That means that you're going to make a 10% match on all of these people's paychecks as well. down to and including the next nationals. And again, you match them up to 15,000 per week. And when they become nationals, their entire organizations fall down to the third generation. You're going to match all of these people's, all of their organizations by 10% down to and including the next national. And of course, those people fall to the fourth generation. You have to understand this could be hundreds or even thousands of people. And I remember, in fact, I live by this philosophy. The America's first billionaire, J. Paul Getty, his philosophy was simply this. He said that he would rather have 1% of 100 people's efforts rather than 100% of his own. This gives you the opportunity to actually earn 10% of other people's efforts, rather plus 100% of your own. I mean, this is incredible when you think about it. Now, in order for you to qualify to receive this generational match, you must be qualified every month at $150 in your monthly order. So what I recommend is that you put your auto ship on 150 and don't play with this, because you might match a few people in that organization that offsets that extra $50, and of course you're getting an extra $50 in product. And of course, if you have stepped up, or you choose to step up, upgrade to the national manager package, which is $499. This will give you the national manager promotion. It pays you at national manager for 10 weeks, giving you the opportunity to go to work and go on and get that 2,500 on your lesser leg done, per week, and that way you'll qualify. But you do get 10 weeks with that national manager upgrade. So, folks, I can tell you this is a very, very powerful part of this comp plan. In fact, I'm going to illustrate a couple of things to you here. Again, this paycheck match pays on your organization, no limits. And let's just say that you're working your business, and of course you're working people, you're putting them in, plugging them in, moving them along. Well, let's say that you've got 10 people that are on average making $100 in their weekly paycheck match. I mean, their weekly paycheck from team commissions. That means that those 10 people together are making $1,000 a week. Your 10% pays you $100 a week, and that's on top of your other commissions. Now, guess what? If you are plugging them into the same thing that created this for you, they're going to grow by 10, and when they do, now you've got 100 people. Let's say that they're averaging 100 in their weekly check, so together they're making 10,000 a week. Your 10% pays you 1,000 a week. If you continue to do the same thing, that's going to continue to grow. Let's say that number grows by 10, so now you've got 1,000 people making 100 a week. That's 100,000 a week times 10%. That's 10,000 per week. And you know what? When I looked at this, it really it turned me on and really excited me to think that, hey, it's no limit to the number of people that you can match. So you do it long enough, one day you can have 10,000 people making 100 a week. That's $1 million a week times 10% pays you 100,000 per week. And again, I want to reiterate this, folks. It is no limit on the number of people that you can match. This is a very, very serious part of our compensation plan. Now, rapid rewards, this kind of falls in line with the executive match because the qualification is the same. But one thing that we were concerned with here is this. We wanted to put something in place where, if you choose to, like, let's say if you like these products and that kind of thing, of course, you're getting them wholesale, but we wanted to put you in a situation where you could totally offset the cost of your products right away and put yourself into a positive cash flow situation very, very quickly. And, of course, Rapid Rewards works that way. It's designed to help you to earn money fast. You must be at 100 a month in your monthly order. You've got to help four other people to do the exact same thing, two left, two right. This plan is based on your personally sponsored organization. Again, you must be qualified at $100 in your monthly order. And, if you are, you're going to get an $80 Rapid Rewards bonus. So by the time you add that to team commissions, you're making anywhere from $100 to $125 per month, which totally offsets your 100. And of course, if you'll help your four people do the exact same thing, if you've got a total of 16 on that second level, any combination, your Rapid Rewards bonus is now raised to $320. So this is going to put you at about $500 a month, in anywhere from $400 to $500 a month in your monthly earnings. And it's all about that number four. It's just real simple. You refer four, You get your products free. You'll help them to refer for. They're getting their products free. You've developed that extra $500 or so per month. Very, very simple process. And then, of course, we got a luxury car bonus. I won't spend a lot of time here. One thing that I will tell you, though, is this. If you pretty much master one aspect of this comp plan, it'll pretty much carry you across the board. The luxury car bonus, this happens for you when you build an organization from the people that you personally sponsor. When that organization is doing 75,000 a month in qualifying volume, it's a 1/3 rule balance, meaning that you've got to have a minimum of 3 legs of business, so no more than 25,000 in qualifying volume will be counted from any single sponsorship organization. But when you reach this, as I have and other people in the company will start paying you $750 a month for the car of your choice. You must be qualified for this again at $150 in your monthly order, and you can go and get any car you want, or we'll pay for the car that you're driving. It doesn't matter. This is an extra $750 per month. I drive a Mercedes S550. And I apply this there. So you can literally drive whatever you want to there. Now we also have a leadership bonus pool. And what the company has done is this. Okay, they've set aside 2% of a company's commissionable sales volume. They're splitting it in 4 different pools. Each pool is allotted a 0.5% of global commissionable volume. So you get the opportunity. We do business in over 65 different countries, so you get the opportunity to get a piece of worldwide volume. And it starts when you become a director with the company. Okay, national director. You can actually get the promotion chart, and you can see exactly what it takes. This is paid each quarter, every 3 months, and again, you must be qualified at $150 in your monthly order. So like I said, if you're serious about making money here, and really pursuing a serious income, you need to just set your auto ship on $150 and don't play with that. But our team goal is to capture 1 to 2% of U.S. water drinkers. We will build a billion-dollar brand by doing so. So I want to just recap and show you something very, very simple here. It won't take but a minute, but I just want to recap and just show you exactly what you want to do, okay? All right, this is you. And the thing that you want to do is what? You want to refer your first 2 people, get qualified for team commissions, and then, of course, do that again. So you've got a minimum of 4. And, of course, if you're in at $199 and they're in at $199, you're going to make $228 right back. Now, if you'll help each one of your people to duplicate that, and you help each one of them to make their 4 referrals, they will make that $228, and you're going to make an additional $500 or so on top of that. So now you've made over $700, and everybody goes to $100 in their monthly auto ship, and that turned into what, $500 per month. Okay, now I'm going to put residual income in parentheses here, and I'm going to show you a way to develop over the next 6 months or so a 6-figure residual income. Now I want you to think about this. How many people do we have on each side of this business? We've got 10, right? So we created 10 cycles times $24. So in cycles, we created $240. Well, guess what? Let's just take, now we know that people are going to kind of by default grow by 4, but I'm going to take it from this point to 2 people, okay? So what did we do? First month, we made $700 up front, and we developed $500 a month in residual income. Okay, $500 a month. I'm putting that in parentheses. Now, the second month, you got a $500 head start, but what do we have? We've got 10 cycles that if those people just grow by 2, that's going to give you 20 cycles times what? $24, which is $480. So if you take your head start money plus that 480, then you made what, a total, because your residual was 500, so that 500 came back, so you made a total of what, $980. Okay, So you got 980, but half of that 480 is going to come back in a residual at 240. Plus your residual was what, 500 already. So you got residual coming back that next month and a head start of $740. You see where I'm going, right? So month 3, you're going to start with $740 before you do anything. And you know what? You've got leverage working on your side now. So month 3, you started with 20 cycles. That grows by 2. You've got 40 cycles times $24 is what? $960. Now, you add that 960 to 740. That means that your third month you made $1,700. But let's look at what your residual is, okay? The residual was 740, but half of this 960 is going to come back in a residual for $480. Now, I want you to look at where we're going here, okay? Fourth month, we've got what? We've got 40 cycles that grow by 2. So now we've got 80 cycles times what? $24. 80 cycles times 24 is $1,920, okay? Now, if you take the residual that's going to come back, what does that work out to? And I'm taking this slow because I want you all to kind of figure with me, so you'll know exactly. So our residual going into last month was what? 740 plus we developed another 480. So if you take 740 plus 480, the residual is what? $1,220. Okay, so you've got 1920 plus 1220. That was your head start this month. So that's $3,140, and guess what? Of that 1920, half of it's going to come back that next month. 960 is going to come back that next month in residual income. So the fifth month, let's look at where we are. All right, we've got 80 cycles that grow by 2. So now that's 160 cycles times $24 is what? $3,840. Okay, plus what is the residual? The residual is 960 plus 220. So now we got a head start this month of what? $2,180. So if you total that, it is, I'm sorry, $6,120, okay? So you've got, I'm writing on the end of my deal here, but that's $6,120. So let's just look at the 6 month very quickly. All right, so in fact, I'm gonna just take the 6 month here. So the 6 month, we've got 160 cycles that grow by 2. That's just each person getting 2. So that gives us 320 cycles times 24, which works out to what? 7680. Okay, so you made 7680, but your head start for the month from the auto ships that came back was what? 2180 plus that 3840. Half of that 3840 is 1920. Okay, so 1920 plus 2140 is 4100. So believe it or not, you got a head start of 4100. All right, so you got 4100 plus 7680. So your 6 month, you made $11,780, and you have developed, okay, this is what's so powerful. Your residual that you've developed, and I want you to look at this, is $4,100 plus your cycles were 7680, so your residual is half of that, which is 3840. So you've created a residual thus far of $7,940 a month, plus the match income. And I can tell you, with the match income as powerful as it is, you've created a residual of over $10,000 per month. Now, what I want you to do is this. I want you to play this video over and over again. I want you to draw it out with me, internalize this information, because if you ever understand this, guess what? You will do it long enough to get your financial freedom, because it is, that simple.